Gokhshtein Unfiltered is sponsored by Fuse.io, a tokenizing platform for entertainers, personalities, and professionals. Check out the Fuse Marketplace today so you can learn about who is tokenized. Invest in what you love. Digital Note, DeFi blockchain built for the future.
What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? I love the music. Keep playing it. I don't know. I just need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it right now. Give me that music real quick. Give me that. Give me that. Do you have it? You don't have it? Probably don't have it. Shout outs to Brooklyn. I don't even know if this song was made in Brooklyn, but I just felt like saying it. All right. I sound like the printer. I sound like the Fed's printer. Family, I am back. Welcome back to Gokhshtein Unfiltered. My name is David Gokhshtein. I am happy to be back. Man, you take 2 weeks off. It feels like I took 2 years off, but if you take 2 weeks off to just, relax, recuperate, you do these shows, every single Wednesday, 9 o'clock, bringing on a guest, talking with, live viewers, it takes a toll on you because number one, I don't even get to enjoy the bull run, man. So I needed to sit back 2 weeks, take a little vacation and, just rejuvenate myself. Yes, I cut off the long hair. Yes, I'm still pretty. Girls, boys, we know. Listen, guys, girls and guys, relax. I know you're seeing me after 2 weeks. The heart's racing. I'm back. I love you. Welcome to Gokhshtein Unfiltered. We got Ross, as always, producing this show on the ones and twos, drinking some whiskey, probably going to pass out 30 minutes into the show. So thank you, Ross, for being here tonight. I appreciate you. And Charles, and yeah, so what happened was Charles from Cardano could not make it tonight. His assistant went ahead and told us that Charles had a last minute, there was an urgent thing that happened, and whatever it is, only good stuff, good vibes being sent towards Charles's way. So we're hoping that we have Charles back on the show next week or the week after. Obviously, we have a lineup of awesome guests coming on to talk about your favorite projects, and we're gonna rock and roll. 2021 is going to be phenomenal. So let's start off with our three tonight, and that is number one, Bitcoin. What is going on? This is not a bull run. This is a Bitcoin run. This is an institutional run. This is Bitcoin just like eating up sell orders all over the place. I don't know what's going on. You got Michael Saylor throwing $900 million. You got my man, Elon Musk. Shout outs to that boy. He's throwing in 1.5 million. They're about to go back and forth. They don't care. I'm just waiting for Jeff Bezos to jump in here and say, you know what? You guys are little, you're little here. Let me go ahead and, throw in like 3 billion. This is like when people get together and do like a celebrity poker tournament. Like everybody wants to show you who got the bigger beep. Am I not allowed to cuss anymore, Ross? By the way, can you tell me in my ear pierced if I can go ahead and actually cuss? Can I cuss or no? Or is it not allowed?
We might lose Nickelodeon as a sponsor, but that's fine.
So, what about monetization on YouTube? Does David does David care about that or not?
That's fine.
Should David care?
That's fine.
Do you care?
I don't care.
Do you care?
No.
The crowd cares. The crowd wants to see me, right? Bitcoin 52,000. It is that's and you know what? We might be excited, we might be geeking out, but like honestly, it doesn't. I tweeted about this today. It just doesn't feel like 2017. There is nothing in me that gets excited about this 52. If it hits 60, if it hits 70, I'm not excited, and I don't know why. I really don't understand why I'm not excited. And I'm not the only one. I talked to others, and they're also not. They're not feeling it. They're not feeling anything for this. You know, my thing, retail driven 2017. This time around, institutions, corporations coming in. So, mm, and the news media, not really. The media is really not reporting this. They're not really out there. I don't care what anybody says. It's not like 2017 where the media was all over this and it was something new. Now it's like whatever. This is Bitcoin, yada yada yada. Like there's no fire. There's no fire. And you got to move off this, the crypto Twitter community. I'm talking about outside the crypto Twitter community. There's no buzz right now, except for your favorite meme coin, Doge. We'll talk about that as we move off of Bitcoin. But I hope I get that feeling back. Honestly, maybe the retail will do it, but I think retail is just not going into Bitcoin because they're looking at it and saying $52,000. I'm not paying $52,000 for a Bitcoin, and most of them are new. They're really new to the space, so I don't think they know that they can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin, and they're just going right towards what is cheaper. But I don't really think. Again, I'm a backtrack here and say I don't think we're there yet, though. With retail either, because you would see it in the altcoin market. And yeah, the alts are moving, but they're not moving in this, like they're not moving like they were moving in 17. And again, and that's why I feel like this is more of like an institutional run, not it's not the bull run that we had in 17. So again, major shout outs though to Bitcoin for what it's done for we need to get out there. Like I keep on saying, we need to get out there and we need to let everybody know grassroots. Once we can finally do that, go out there and start holding these town hall meetings. And if we could do this like we've done it before, we could do webinars and like get these college students in, get the boomers in, get all these people in so we can go ahead and talk about this space. We need to start reaching out to those people, and educating them, and that's the biggest thing. Moving on, Ethereum just hit past 1900. I keep saying this, and I'll keep saying it. If you look at 17, it is riding 2017 Bitcoin the way it was charting. I'm Ethereum, no different. There's no difference. Ethereum is going. I don't care what anybody says. Not financial advice, of course, but Bitcoin. Ethereum is heading. No doubt about. I'm going to say it. I think it hits 10,000. No doubt about it. I think it hits 10,000. I think the gas fees will be solved. One of them with the EIP 1559. That hopefully all helps. Obviously, that's not the only solution, but that'll help. Bring down these fees that we need to bring down in order to even trade. Like, look, it's hard. It's devastating. You want to take out profit, and your profit's at 2, and then you have gas fees at 3,000. It doesn't work. One thing that Ethereum is doing is teaching everybody how to, basically hold. But at the end of the day, I think that's where it's going to hit. Um, Dogecoin, Dogecoin, man. Listen, I don't know how many times I have to say this. We People understand what it is. So like I understand what it is. The entire community understands what it is in CT. It's a meme coin. It is a meme coin. Flare network coming in now, that is going to do major things for it. I really believe that it will do major things for Dogecoin. But for the most part, people understand what it is. People understand the supply. It's a fun. It, most people right now that are getting into cryptocurrency are buying Dogecoin, right? They're doing it on Robinhood. These are people that were never in this space to begin with. to keep on shitting. There's people, maxis, that keep on shitting on Dogecoin every chance that they get. What you're doing is you're not going to allow for these people to come into Bitcoin or get into Bitcoin because you're you're literally making them hate it by talking down Dogecoin. You're making them hate everything else in this space. And this community happens to be really cool. They're really cool. They want to enter this space. They're willing to go ahead and be educated on this space. They want to get in so badly, but you are turning them away. Stop. Stop already. You guys have gone overboard. I went into Clubhouse, Clubhouse, new big thing. I'm on Clubhouse constantly. There's rooms on Clubhouse right now that state Bitcoin talk only. If you say anything else, you'll be kicked out. Like, bro, stop. Stop. Like, that does not bring anybody into this space. You have to be open minded. Like, Bitcoin is not going anywhere. We all know that. But if you're going to keep going down the line and saying, I heard in one room, they said, well, you know what? We have to think of a way of how we're going to get rid of all the old coins. What are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? Sorry, lost our monetization there. What are you talking about? Stop it. Really stop it. You make this space look really immature. It's turning into a goddamn sporting event when it's not. It's not a sporting event. Stop it already. You're not going to lose Bitcoin either. Honestly, you're not going to. It's like, oh my God, Dogecoin is getting way too much publicity. Well, good, because they're driving in new people into the space, and we get to educate them on other projects that are good. Cardano, Polkadot, Stellar. Should I keep going down the list? Because there are really good projects. Not everything can be built on Bitcoin. You can hardly build anything on Bitcoin. So stop. It's a great store of value. It's a great store of value. It's obvious. If it wasn't, you wouldn't have Michael Saylor putting up $900 million to go ahead and purchase more Bitcoin. Wouldn't have $1.5 billion going into Bitcoin from Tesla. Stop. Relax. I'm sure Apple and Google are going into it also. So you got your thing. Man, it feels good to be back. Whoa, it feels good to be back. By the way, Happy New Year to all our Asian friends celebrating. Blessings to you all. I can tell because our viewership is usually at like God knows where, but you guys are obviously not tuning in because you're celebrating and you're drunk. God bless you, man. Have fun. All right, so let's go right to the phone calls, Rosa. I'm done. I'm done. That's it. The monologue's done. I'm done. I'm rocking a shirt today. Bitcoin movement. Check them out. Bitcoin movement, great store out there, man. Let me go ahead and put this out there. Damn, I look hot. I got to tell you, I do look. I look like a good hot piece of. Okay, uh, Yardy, Yarden, because I'm gonna pronounce it like Garden. Yarden, what up? I hope you got a
Yo,
microphone.
what's up?
What's going on, man? How's everything, man?
Very good, man. Excited to check this out.
You got a question that I can answer? Young
I
Gokhshtein
don't.
Unfiltered, man. You don't have. You
Not at the
came on to
moment.
just say hello.
You called my name.
No, no, I'm saying you just came on to say hello. Hello, I appreciate. Thank you very much for coming on.
Yes. I did.
really do appreciate it. We were supposed to have Charles on from Cardano, but unfortunately, things happen last minute, and we'll hopefully have him back next week, man. I know a lot of the Cardano community was excited for him to come on, but again, next week. But obviously, if you don't have a question, thank you very much for coming on and just chilling. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate everybody. Holy shit, there's everybody. I forgot to throw out the link. I forgot to throw out the link, bros. I forgot to throw out the goddamn link. I'm this excited. I'm excited today. I'm excited because I'm back. I'm back. I'm finally back. I'm gonna be doing something. By the way, Friday. I didn't want to do this. Ross forced me to do this. Okay, because I don't like. I don't want to talk about it because you'll see it. But Ross McDonald, Ross McDonald, the vice president of Gokhshtein Media, he has forced me to do something that I don't want to do. Not that it's bad, but I'm just not that person, you know? I'm just not that guy. But, you know, Ross wants to go ahead and throw me in there, and that's fine. Right now, if I'm looking down, I'm not being an ass. I'm just trying to go ahead and throw this out here for everybody so you can call in. Um, maybe do, should we go ahead and give away some Bitcoin? Let's see, click the link below. And win a prize. Right, there we go. All right, Ross, what do you feel about how are you feeling about Bitcoin? I'll ask you and by the way, everybody can, you know, go ahead, call in, feel free to go ahead. And I know it's been 2 weeks. I know you guys are rusty. I'm sure you guys still don't have a Bluetooth connection. I'm sure that you still don't have, you know, Wi-Fi or a microphone. I get it, but you guys take your time, get your mics up, call in, let's talk. Maybe you'll win some Bitcoin. Ross, what do you feel about 52,000?
It's great, but I think what everyone's looking at is they think, oh, when's the retracement? There's been people selling off, noobs. People new to the industry are panicking, and people who've been in the industry are just riding it.
Do you agree with my Ethereum analogy? Do you believe that Ethereum is going to hit over $10,000? I truly believe it.
Yeah, but I think it might have some friction on the way, which is hard to calculate. So I think the gas fees will get to a point where investors are unhappy, or they look to exit and they go, oh, $1,000 in gas fees to take out, you know, a massive amount of money, and they'll rethink that.
My thing is, the institutions and the corporations are not using Bitcoin. They're just buying it and storing it away.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the same thing with Ethereum. They're not going to buy Ethereum to use it. They're going to buy it to store it away.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure there's going to be, you know, I'm sure it's going to be incorporated. Ethereum is going to be incorporated into the banking system. It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. Like I have a good feeling about that. And listen, I'm big on that, you know, on XRP. Everybody knows I'm big on XRP, but you know, Ethereum is going to be right there because you can actually build on Ethereum. You can't build on Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. I see we got Tyler Powers waiting to get on here. Mm-hmm. Damn, we got people finally tuning in. Okay, you're showing me some love. I like this. I appreciate this. I hope you got a microphone. Tyler, what's going on? We're gonna do the countdowns.
What's going on?
He's in.
Tyler, you are in Gokhshtein Unfiltered. What is happening?
Not much. Living life.
Loving life or living it? You can do both, right?
Both.
You're on Gokhshtein Unfiltered. What is that question? What do you want to ask, and what can I answer for you tonight?
I want to know what I should be investing in. Let me know.
Man, I ain't your financial advisor, man. Hold on. This is sponsored by Tylenol. I'm kidding. It's not sponsored by Tylenol. I just had it over there. No, listen. You know what? Are you new to the space, Tyler?
Pretty much.
All right. Look, at the end of the day, I'm going to give you something really simple. Go to CoinMarketCap and look at the top 100. That's where you start off. Yes, you can find gems outside of the top 100, but start looking there to make your quality picks. That's as far as I can go. I wish I can go ahead and go further than that. But if you want to really dig in, gokhsteinmedia.com, you can go ahead and find plenty of articles kind of telling you where you should be and what assets you should be into.
For sure, for sure.
But don't go into something that Kermit the Frog told you on crypto Twitter or on Twitter or on any social media outlet. Don't follow that advice. Make sure you do that homework.
Nah, yeah.
Literally, there are people, I'm telling you, Tyler, there's people that have invested $100 and made $1.2 million off of it. You can do it. All you need to do is study up and make sure that you're reading the right info.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm gonna be on the come up soon.
If you need anything, Gokhshtein Media. That's all. GokhsteinMedia.com.
I
Just
appreciate
tune
it.
right into us. Thank you very much for calling in. I appreciate it as well. Man, man. I want to make sure that people don't go and invest into stuff due to a clown, due to a circus animal, due to Sesame Street. I want to make sure that people don't go in the wrong direction. Like that's what I've been doing my entire time in this space is to make sure that people don't go in the wrong direction with their investments because you I hear so many people jumping into the wrong stuff. Ross, I don't know how many people DM you, but I get DMs constantly, constantly with people telling me, "Hey, I listened to Kermit the Frog, I did this, and now I'm out." It's just like it's totally horrific. It, it's it's horrific because now people have the salty taste in their mouth. They have the salty taste in their mouth because they invested into something that a clown told them to invest into. And to win those people back, it's tough. It's really tough, especially when they're investing for the first time. I know we don't have anybody on here. Look at this. I'm reading the comments and they're hilarious. People are talking about uh, carbon token. Wait, hold on. XRP, please. Well, you know what? If you want me to talk about XRP, why don't you go ahead and dial in? I'll go ahead and talk about XRP when you dial in. By the way, I am the CEO. Just if I mention PAC, I am the CEO of PAC Global. We're gonna do some crazy. We're doing some crazy things. I can't really mention them to you right now, but guarantee you, top 100 is coming. Ross McDonald happens to be the CMO, my former position. Uh, he's the CMO of PAC Global. I know he doesn't say much. Ross doesn't say much in general. He just does his job. But I love it on Wednesday nights when I get Ross on here and he's just drinking whiskey, and then he loosens up a bit, and I can get him to laugh. But no, he's doing her. I was about to say horrific job. No, he's doing a great job at PAC, and couldn't find a better CMO than Ross to go ahead and lead the troops in the marketing department. But PAC, we coming. I'm just answering this question. PAC Global, we're coming. Just I'm telling you right now, we are coming. We are coming. Um, what is the website? You guys know the website. XRP. Listen, all right. So XRP Monday, there was supposed to be humongous news, big news. The SEC, Ripple, hypothetically could have came to a settlement. They didn't. They just issued this kind of like joint press conference, if you want to call that. And I've heard, unbiased. I try to listen to unbiased lawyers go ahead and speak about this issue because most of the lawyers that'll touch this are like Bitcoin maxis that'll tell you like, that's it, Ripple or excuse me, XRP is going to be a security. It's not going to end up being a security. I can almost like guarantee it's not going to be a security. But they literally are, I really do feel like Ripple has a great chance to win this case. Like they really do. But I think they're gonna end up settling. They're gonna definitely end up settling because they cannot miss this market. I don't believe Ripple is going to really go after this and prolong this process to the point where they miss out on this entire market. Because right now, if they put up like 64 cents, I know they're probably down like to 55 cents or something like that. But if they put up these numbers during a bull run while being halted and rejected and delisted and not liked and thrown away, put down 6 feet under, like really what is going to happen once the SEC and Ripple come to some sort of agreement? They get smacked a little bit, bro. Like this is going to be crazy. So for me personally, that's how I look at it. If they can be at like 64 cents, not right now, but reach 64 cents with all this that's happening, like you cannot tell me that once the SEC and Ripple settle, that it's not going to go higher. I know we have somebody trying to get into the room. Hello from Saudi Arabia says hello, and I said hello back to you. Let's see. XRP news, I already told you. VeChain is great. I love VeChain. I love everything that VeChain's doing. VeChain was at 3 cents. It was not moving, and I had to yell at that. I had to yell. And for some reason, I think my yelling, the electricity coming from these vocal cords, finally sparked something up its ass, and it moved to 5 cents. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Rule number one, we'll get back to all this stuff. Hello, you are live on Gokhshtein Unfiltered. Who? Celestia, Roman, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I am phenomenal.
Yeah, it's great to talk to you. I've been following you for quite some time since I got into the crypto. So I kind of
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. My condolences.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. No, I'm saying I'm so sorry that you followed me. Picked me
Oh.
out of everyone. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's inspiring. But I guess since nobody's really standing up to do it, I just had some questions about like the Ripple XRP. I've done a lot of research. I mean, I've dived in deep as far as like the articles and things, and just out of curiosity, because I really don't see a whole lot of posts from you, but I see a little bit every now and then. I'll see a comment from you on XRP, kind of like what's your insight on that?
I just believe that, I always talk, you know what it is? I always talk about, Ripple and XRP and how much, number one, I respect what they've done. The partnerships they've made. XRP, it does have a use case. It has a utility, no matter what anybody says. It's the most hated. It really is one of the most hated projects in this space. And there's no reason, like if you ask somebody who hates it, why do they hate it? They really never have a real legitimate answer for you. It's just that, oh, Kermit the Frog from the Bitcoin Maxi side, he told me, right? So to me, it all comes down to this. Look, I just stated it before you came on. It's hit like 64, 65 cents.
I know. I watched it go up to 70. I mean,
right? So like it hits these numbers. It has it's been delisted from every exchange in the United States of America except for one. So that's Uphold, right?
Correct.
Uphold hasn't delisted it. And hasn't halted it. So now you only have Uphold, and Uphold can't even service it because there's way too many people trying to get into XRP. So every time there's something that happens with XRP, the whole system goes down. So you can only imagine if it's doing these numbers, what is it going to do once the SEC and Ripple finally come to sort of an agreement? Look, Ripple's going to pay something. There's no doubt about it. Ripple is going to pay a fine. What that fine is, I have no idea. If it's 50 million, it doesn't really matter. To them, 50, 100 million, it's whatever. They're not paying 1.3 billion. There is no way they're going to pay 1.3 billion. Even in the worst case scenario, if they have to pay 1.3 billion, XRP will still be alive. Like XRP does not depend on Ripple. And that's like, I'll be on Clubhouse. I don't know if you're on Clubhouse or not.
Yeah, I tried to join, but you have to have like an invite or something like that, right?
We'll try to get you an invite. I'll try to
Okay.
get you an invite on there. But like they'll talk some ridiculous stuff. Like people that don't know anything about XRP or Ripple, they'll just say like, oh, you know, it, Ripple goes down and XRP. No, no, none of that stuff
No, it's not
happens. Like,
even, yeah, it's just the overseer of kind of like, the person who's making those choices, right? But
yeah,
reality is it's a token, it's a crypto, it has a utility to it. We don't know exactly what it's going to do yet. I mean, it could replace Swift. It could have some sort of play in that. I mean, I don't really understand how you have all these banks outside the United States that are jumping on it, knowing it's cost effective, knowing the speed in it, that it's one of the fastest as far as like, payment to payment choice option, and why the SEC kind of steps aside. I mean, and judges it just like they did with Tesla, right? So, I mean, it does happen. Obviously, you want their piece of pie too. I do understand that. I get that. I mean, you know, we're America. We're used to that, right? Our top leaders,
yeah,
they get a piece of the pie, and so they can actually add a regulation.
yeah.
So
Listen,
that's the biggest play. So
we need to. I've said this before. We need to. I talked about this on Clubhouse, and Clubhouse, you better like send me some money because I'm like mentioning you guys like crazy. But like, you know, we don't have the proper people in Congress. We have people that don't understand technology and they're
right.
scared of technology. So, and this goes to, we're still trying to figure out the internet in Congress because when,
Mm.
I always go back to this when Mark Zuckerberg got subpoenaed and he was sitting there and they were trying to go after him. They really, they sounded
Didn't have
ridiculous.
any grounds, right?
So, I mean, how do you log into Facebook? Like what? I don't know how to log into what is Mark even I might not like Mark Zuckerberg, but what is he doing there? Like I was like completely like, Mark, get up and leave. Like, so you're trying to, these are the same people though that are trying to go ahead and put rules into place to govern blockchain, or I should
Yeah,
say I should get
100%.
away from
Because
blockchain. They're trying to govern digital assets and they have no understanding. It's not going to overtake the US dollar or the Canadian dollar or the pound. Like that's not going to happen.
right,
That I'm going to set reality for everybody. That's not happening. The dollar is not going away, but it is a great store of value. Like Bitcoin is a great store of value and you can hedge against it. And that's it. That's the great thing about it. But to go ahead and start, again, these rules, they need to be torn up. 1933, we're using, rules from 1933, the Howey test, to figure out if something is legit or not. That these things need to be updated, ripped up, updated, new things, clarification needs to be given to us so we can keep the young entrepreneurs, the innovators in this country and not have them leave somewhere else and produce elsewhere.
right. Well, I say too, as far as like the Ripple case and how that ends up turning out, I mean, at least it'll add some sort of regulation. I mean, there's more
Absolutely.
eyes now than there's ever been on crypto. I mean, in fact, even myself. But for me, it's intriguing that they're trying to come after, a company that obviously holds a lot of power, right? Like with Facebook and the Libra coin and, things like that. I mean, if they think that there's going to be somebody that's going to have some sort of massive power, of course, of course. But, the other question I had was the carbon token, because I started looking at that because I'm like, okay, well, the world's going to eventually energize around how much energy all this stuff costs. So where does carbon tokens even take place in the space? Does it at all? Is it even like necessary?
I'm still doing research on it, so
Yeah.
I don't want to say something and then just like talk out of my ass because a lot of people like to do that. I'm not one of them, and I'm educating on myself on it, and hopefully next week I will have more information on that. But that's a good question. Uh, I see a place for it, but again, I just
Like
want to do a
where?
little bit more research.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I don't know where that place is. Like I'm being totally honest. Like I don't know where that place is, but it does have a place. Where, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was looking on Uphold and they obviously released the first carbon token, right? So that CO2 token or whatever it's compared to be, if you listen to the people that created that, their vision on that, it's quite interesting listening to that when you listen to the original vision of Bitcoin and what that is, and then you turn around and you listen to that vision. I I believe it'll
we have
play
way
some
too
sort
many
of play.
concepts.
Right.
It might, but again, like I really want to, like, there's so many concepts and everything sounds so good. Let's see how it works. Right
Right.
now, at the end of the day, Bitcoin got it right. Like you got to, like, I own more Bitcoin than I do anything else, and I say that constantly. But like at the end of the day, you need to, you know, we got to give props to Bitcoin. They got it right, but there's a lot of other players in this game that got it right as well. But not everybody's going to get it right. These new, it's kind of like DeFi. DeFi has always been around, but all of a sudden in 2020 they came out with DeFi. And they made it sound cool because they put the word yield in it, and then now you had all these concepts. So again, I just want to dive deep into it, and I don't want to talk out my ass.
Right.
Next week I will, if you want, you can call back up and I'll elaborate it on my opinion on carbon.
Okay. And then the last question I have, I know I got a lot of questions. So I do a lot of research. When I mean I dive deep, but like I really go in. When I go all in, I just want to make sure I have the facts. But they say that Polkadot is going to be the next Ethereum. Do you believe that? Because if you watch
Polkadot's awesome. I love Polkadot. Polkadot's phenomenal. And I was going to talk to Charles. Charles is supposed to be on here tonight. Emergency. It's all good. We'll have him on next week. But Cardano and Polkadot, I'm really interested in. It's not going to replace Ethereum. It's going to complement Ethereum. It's not going to replace it. And I think that's where people get it wrong. It's going to complement it. And that's a good thing. You want to be a project that complements. And if it were to one day take over for Ethereum, that's great. But right now, that's not the case. Right now, it's a great complement for Ethereum.
Yeah, I mean, they say the pricing, I've watched the pricing go up like over the past couple of months on that. And it's been like ridiculous, right? Nobody talks about it. But it's crazy.
That's the sad part, because, you have CoinDesk and Cointelegraph that are too busy talking about, Bitcoin, but they're not really trying to talk about anything else. So, but Gokhshtein Media, we're going to make sure that we talk about everything. And we're going to talk about it in its infancy and not talk about it when it's like $25. That's because we have new people. For us personally, we have new people coming into this space, and we want to make sure that they have the opportunity, just like everybody else, to get into something low and not when it's high.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you calling up, and I hope to hear from you next week.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man. I really like that. I really like people coming on here and knowing what they're talking about. Like I love that. I love that. I can't wait to see her next week, man. Who do we have coming up next? You said Young Mike? Oh, I was like, we rapping right now? I was ready. Young Mike, you know what I'm saying? Yo, John Mike, you don't got a mic. Don't make me freestyle on here. I'll butcher somebody's ass. John Mike. It just sounds funny. John Mike don't got a mic. I was about to freestyle. John Mike, do you got a mic? Man, my tattoos look. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to flex. No flex zone, But John Mike. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's send this out one more time. Yo, she had a lot of knowledge. I can't front. Why does it go away every time I try to get the link?
Celeste, if you're still watching, DM us so we can get you an invite to Clubhouse.
For sure. So we have 10 minutes left. We'll take a few more calls, and then we'll wrap it up. Obviously, listen, I'm back. guys, your hero's back. Superman's back. You know, like at the end of the day, I know I know you guys have been accustomed to watching some boring ass live streams and some podcasts. I'm back. I'm back to save the day. You know, I had to go ahead and put some work in. Like I said in the beginning of the show, you know, CEO of Pack Global. You have, you know, running, you know, one of the hottest publications out there, Gokhshtein Media. Well, my man, the VP of Gokhshtein Media, that's Ross McDonald. We're doing big things. We're working hard behind the scenes. Shout out to the entire staff. We have new staff members. We're gonna have Leslie coming on. Leslie is phenomenal at writing. We're gonna have Patrick, our new senior technical analyst, coming here. Like things are phenomenal right now. Things are going real good for G Media. And we're going to continue to go ahead and hire the best talent to go ahead and bring you the best information on the market.
When are we going to do a group chat with everyone from
Up in the next few weeks, we'll have a roundtable. I want to bring on people from Clubhouse because you have so many people coming on that are new to cryptocurrency and they want to learn. And it's also really diversified. Like you have a lot of different cultures coming on, and they're literally looking at this as a new opportunity. It is a reset, and everybody's on the same level playing field. I've said this on Clubhouse. I love Clubhouse. You know why? Because you get to talk, and you don't have to deal with all these trolls. And I'm on there sometimes until 5 a.m. in the morning because the discussions are real. They are real. And at the end of the day, this is what I want to say, that everybody belongs in this space. Everybody. And this is for everybody. Like I really believe that Satoshi envisioned that for Main Street and not for Wall Street. Wall Street, as you saw, I didn't get to talk about it much, but you know, Wall Street Bets went ahead and did the greatest thing in the world. They went ahead and went after the hedge funds and they made them bitches cry. And that's a great thing. Finally, the retail investor can get in. Stop stopping the retail investor from going in. Enough of that. Enough. Okay. You allow us to go ahead and buy alcohol. You allow us to go ahead. I mean, you're approving marijuana to be sold in states, but you're not letting a retail investor go in to retail to buy stocks. You're putting in policies to stop it. You have Robinhood. You're disgraceful. You're disgraceful stopping this. When people are winning, you put a stop to it. You halt it. Don't give me those excuses. I know what happened. The suits called. They said, stop it. Ameritrade stops it. Robinhood stops it. Kaboom. Retail investors, what happens to us again? We're put into our place. We have the greatest opportunity in the world with cryptocurrency. It is to be on the same playing field as the suits, as those who want to go ahead and control us. You can't control us any longer. We are here and we're going to participate just like everybody else. Period, said and done, man. That's, you know, I totally forgot about to talk about Wall Street Bets and what they did. You know, I don't know if Wall Street Bets came in with the intention of doing this, but at the end of the day, they've done something that is extremely peaceful. Dogecoin is a peaceful movement. When I talk about Doge, they are peaceful. It's a peaceful thing. Like people are willing to get into this space now because of it. They had more talk on Twitter. They broke the record. I think it was 2.3 million mentions on Twitter over Bitcoin's 1.9 or 1.8, whatever it was. It's not a contest, but at the end of the day, people were talking about a meme coin because they had fun with it. It was fun. For me, it's an educational tool. It'll educate you on this space. There's no maxis in there. There are none. There's people that want to participate in this movement. Was that a little bit too much, guys? Was that too much? Was the passion too much? Was it too much? I'm telling you, Do you see what's going on? Like, that's me. That's the electricity that I bring. Like, I'm telling you, like, that's la 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 la. Like that. That's the electricity. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, it's the electricity. I am that. The voice is that powerful. It's going. Look, I am literally. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, Ross. It is completely going insane right now because my voice is that powerful. But let's get another caller on. Enough about me. Let's get another caller on so we can go ahead and talk.
We're waiting for
Talk
a
to
caller.
somebody, and because you got 4 minutes left, and then we'll go ahead and end the show.
David, how do you feel about Roaring Kitty getting sued?
That is, I got to tell you, that is ridiculous. It is ridiculous from a standpoint that, well, first of all, I don't know.
Explain to the people who this is.
So, Roaring Kitty is, you know, a guy. I don't even know. I didn't even look into this, honestly, and that's why I had to backtrack just now. It's ridiculous, but like, because the guy is just, in all essence, he's a retail investor, right?
Yep.
So, where were all the lawsuits when, you know, it went from 100 to 400? No, I'm asking a serious question. I don't want to be facetious. Where were all the lawsuits when it went from 100? And I'm talking about GameStop. When GameStop was at 100 and it went to 400, where were all the lawsuits?
You know what?
They weren't there, right?
You know why he got sued is because he's sitting in his house in a gaming chair. He's wearing, you know, fun clothes. He's got a headband on in all of his pictures. If he was wearing a suit, if he was more professional, Wall Street would be like, all right, well played. But they're mad. They're like, this punk screwed us over and started a movement that tanked our hedge fund. They're mad.
So I got to read more, but who's suing him? Is it the people or is it? So who's suing him?
Well, I'm just looking it up more right now to confirm that.
Okay, so we're gonna look that up, and because honestly, like, how can you go ahead and get at him? Anybody, like, how can you go get him at him if he went ahead, told you about it at 100, and it went up to 400? Like, that dude made you mad money. I know that somebody invested like $500. I saw this on television. Somebody invested $500, and they made like $250,000 off of that investment. I mean, that person should be sending him greeting cards, like thank you cards from Hallmark. Now, am I first? And let me clarify: am I into pump and dumps? Absolutely not. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. I don't care if you told me that it's happening. I'm not joining. Nor should anybody else, because that is. But again, I go back to it. For me personally, it comes down to. It's a movement that has started because of this. There's a movement, and it's one that is, it's a positive movement. It's a peaceful movement. There's no maxis. There's nobody trying to tell you why this is, why you should use only this and not look at anything else. It's such a relief to go ahead and just chill, and talk to some of these people and actually help them out and educate them on the space. Am I lagging, by the way, on the podcast?
No, I think you're good. So Roaring Kitty is being sued in a class action lawsuit by someone named Christian Iovin, who sold $200,000 in call options when GameStop was under $100 a share. So this is a personal lawsuit, but it says the law firm does securities class action lawsuits. So I don't know about the details, but somebody's got sour grapes and they're going after him.
That's listen, honestly, that's unfortunate. But again, I don't know. I don't have enough details about the case, so I just don't want to speak out my ass. So at the end of the day, I do feel though, like, if you were a part of it, if you were cheering him on and you were cheering the entire thing on. Let's go ahead and wreck these people that are trying to short, trying to short these people and just trying to bring them down into the ground. Man, you can't be doing this. Like, they literally shorts these hedge funds. They try to short businesses. They try to go ahead and kill off businesses. They try to go ahead and send them into, bankruptcy. This was phenomenal for the individual retail Joe Schmo, average Joe, taking it and sticking it straight up the hedge funds' asses. Man, this was a great thing to watch. It was a great thing to watch. The people, and you also saw the narrative come out. The narrative from Wall Street, which was, yo, disconnect the lines. They can't win. It was like they changed. Like, imagine me and Ross, we play hockey, right? So like, you imagine, the third period starts and you're up, and you won right after the third period. You won, but they're like, you know what? We're going into overtime to give the other team another chance. How fair would that be?
Crazy.
So we have one more caller. We'll take them on, and then we will wrap up the show. I know there's a lot of questions in the audience. What do you look for when you hire one for Gokhshtein Media? We look for passion. We look for somebody with electricity that can go ahead and shut the lights off. As you can see, like when I was yelling, la, 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 that the lights went off. Okay. First of all, you have to be as good looking. No, you can't be as good looking as me, but sort of close. Okay. Sort of close. This name, forget about it. I'm not even trying. I love whoever you are. I love you. I'm not even trying. I'm calling you SP. All right. SP, what's going on? Oh. Can I get an invite to Clubhouse? Sounds lit. I don't want to miss anything after this is done. Any thoughts on jobs in crypto? We offer jobs in crypto I post it constantly. I'm always offering, but you got to bring it. You can't send me an email with no resume. Me and Ross got some of the most pathetic emails on the planet. Like, we got like over like 200 emails. And like some of them had like, hey, so like I'm kind of looking for a job in crypto. What? That's how you sell yourself? That's like walking into an interview with like, hey, I just came from the gym, so I just stopped by to go ahead and see what's up. Like, really, bro? Come on. You imagine you walk in with your underwears and a t-shirt with a tie on to an interview? Hey, hey, what's going on? SP, what's up? I'm not even doing that. None of that. SP, you're live. What's going on? What happened? Somebody asked me what happens when Ethereum 2.0 goes live. Ethereum 2.0 will probably be out in like 2099, so I'll probably be dead. So you guys can figure that one out.
What happens? It goes to proof of stake and it docks with Ethereum 1.0. That's the short answer.
All right, SP, are you gonna talk? Like, listen, like, again, a successful business, we got people chasing us, taking our ideas, you can't look. It's kind of like, I'm gonna tell you right now. I gotta speak on this, Ross, real quick. I've been watching this. Obviously, I haven't been on the podcast for 2 weeks. I've been socializing, Clubhouse, growing a huge following on there. You can't take KFC. You can't make what KFC's doing. Like, you can't take what KFC got. You need the recipe. You can go ahead and copy it, but if you ain't got the recipe, it's gonna taste like ass. And that's what you got. You guys could do whatever you want. You could take whoever took my playbook and gave it off to you. God bless you guys. But we're getting ready. Get ready, because a small company like us is just ever growing right now. It's just growing and growing and growing and growing. And we're not catering to CT. We're not catering to the Bitcoin Maxi. We don't give a shit about that. Keep that. You guys roll with that 2000. We're good. We got like over millions of people that are trying to onboard themselves that you don't give a shit about. That's it. They know, and they see it. I am like so ready. What is that? What is that? What is that? SP's finally on. I got a mic. You scared the hell out of me. SP, what's going on, SP? Are you going to talk? Come on. Ross got whiskey. Do you guys pay in crypto? Yeah, Gokhshtein Media pays in crypto. Like I'm gonna answer some of these questions real quick before I get off. Look, guys, like we're coming into this and like we're gonna come out undefeated. Like that's it. Like think of it as like I know nobody likes him, but Floyd Mayweather, man, we're going in. We're gonna be 50-0. But we're not participating in any YouTube fighting. Like we're going to go ahead and be delivering content that people want. Like we're gonna be there first, and we're gonna break down things first, and that's why we're hiring the people that we're hiring. These are some of the most intelligent people, some of the most intelligent writers in this space today. So we're happy. We're happy about the direction that we're going into. Those that are looking for work, listen, if you are top notch, send in an email, content@gokhshtein.com, content@gokhshtein.com, and we'll hopefully have the website up real soon. Stage 3 is coming. Stage 3 is coming. Be prepared. We don't got competition. I just felt like smacking y'all around though. All right, so that's about it. That wraps up the comeback. We're supposed to have Charles on, and I feel like, I feel sad. If you can play that music, like that sad music, like Sarah McLachlan music, in the arms of an angel. Charles, I waited so long. All right. We'll wrap it up here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you to our sponsors, Fuse and who is Digital Note, and we'll see you again. We'll see you on next time. This is Gokhshtein Unfiltered. This is David Gokhshtein, and I am out.
Gokhshtein Unfiltered is sponsored by Fuse.io, a tokenizing platform for entertainers, personalities, and professionals. Check out the Fuse Marketplace today so you can learn about who is tokenized. Invest in what you love. Digital Note, DeFi blockchain built for the future.